Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel and Vlogmas Day 8. And yes, you are absolutely right. You did read the title of this video correctly. Sit with me while I wrap my Christmas presents to myself that I bought for myself, to myself. High fives in the air, those of us in the chat who buy ourselves Christmas and birthday presents, you know what's up. And this is the present that we are wrapping up. It's a bottle of fragrance. Fully aware that I'm showing you the back of this fragrance and I'm not showing you the front. One thing about me, I am very, very, very secretive when it comes to my fragrances. I just find fragrances so personal. And I did have a situation happened many, many moons ago and it just got into my head. Should I tell the story? Okay, I'll tell the story. Many, many years ago, I'm talking years and decades and centuries ago, I'm talking 150 BC. Yeah, I was going out with this guy. It was more like a rebound, but that's not even the story. Anyway, I was at home minding my business like I always do, and he called me up and he said to me, Jemima, were you at Kentish Town tube station this evening? And I was like, no, why? And he said, because there was somebody there that smelt like you, that had your fragrance, your scent. And immediately I was like, excuse me? Somebody dares to smell like me? Because back then I used to tell people the fragrances that I would wear. So when he said that to me, I thought to myself, I don't want anyone smelling like me. I mean, to be honest, this is a me thing. It really is a me thing. I completely understand that. You don't need to understand it. I'm just letting you know the reason why I do not tell people what fragrances that I wear. I think out of everyone I know, there's probably one, two, potentially three. No, he don't know nothing. My brother don't know nothing. There are two people that know the fragrances that I purchase on a regular basis. But other than that, absolutely not. You can ask me what secret ingredient I put in my stew. You can ask me where I bought a certain outfit from. You can ask me what I use in my hair. You can ask me any of that. But my fragrances, absolutely not. I'll blatantly tell you no. Oh, Jemima, what fragrance is that? I don't know. Why don't you want to tell me? I don't want to tell you. So anyway, this is it. And I just thought, let's sit and chat. Well, I'm the one that's going to be doing the majority of the talking. And let's just talk about why it's important. Why I think it's important to like treat yourself. Christmas, birthday, do it. Just so you are aware, I cannot wrap presents to save my life. I wrap presents like the late great Ray Charles. I can't do it. So tissue paper is where it's at for me. And I got this gold tissue paper from, where I buy this from? Was it from Marks and Spencer's? It was only £1, so I thought it's tissue paper. Do you know what I mean? It's lovely in gold to get in with the Christmassy theme as well. I can't even remember how long I have been buying my Christmas presents, my birthday presents. I buy myself a present if I've had a hard week. Sometimes I buy a present for myself just because it's a Friday. Sometimes I'll buy a present if, you know, I'm coming out of a depressive episode and I've really tried my best not to go or not to get to a deep depression. I mean, I haven't done that in a while. I've been actually quite good. So I'm happy there. Basically, I just self-gift a lot. I don't sit around and wait for somebody to buy me a gift. I don't do that. I used to back in the day, but I just don't do it anymore. And I also see self-gifting and especially buying yourself something when it's a special occasion, when it's Christmas, when it's your birthday, or something like that. I see it as a form of self-love as well. Because when it comes to self-gifting, it's not just about, oh yeah, I've got the money and I'm going to buy myself something. I mean, technically, yes, that is what it is. But reward yourself. You have to understand that there are certain battles that we all go through privately. And regardless of whether, you have a partner, you live with really close friends or your best friend or whatever it is, yeah, there are silent battles that everyone has. Sometimes they can be quite sinister, other times they can be, not as bad, but nevertheless, your battle is your battle. And when you've endured that battle, whatever it is, and you come out the other side, like, clap for yourself, do something for yourself, buy something for yourself. It's not selfish, it's not big headed. Now, please, I am not saying that you need to be absolutely, you know, go bonkers and start booking flights to, I don't know, Dubai and spending God knows how much they cost, however many pounds on Hermes bag. I'm not saying any of that. However, if you've got the funds and if you've got the money to do that, then do that. Do you know what? This looks quite cute. Okay, maybe not from that side. Let's just say this side. This side looks a bit, it looks like it's got thighs and hips. Looks quite cute actually. It's just easy. This is why I like tissue paper. Easy, easy. I also got myself a little gift bag as well. I couldn't find a Christmassy gift bag, so I got this. This I got from Marks and Spencer's, and it was only £1.50. And yes, I will be reusing this. So I'm not saying be frivolous with your money and buy anything and everything just because. If you've got the money to do that, by all means, please, like I said, do that. But I think it's quite nice. I think it's a bit important, not a bit important. I do think it's important to self gift, to remember not to rely on anyone. And yes, I'm not going to sit here and faff my gums, yeah, and act like when somebody doesn't buy you a gift, it doesn't feel nice. It feels nice. It feels nice. You didn't have to spend your money. You feel that, somebody has been thinking of you. Um, Listen, when somebody buys you a gift, it's nice. But you know what's also nice? When you buy yourself your own gift and you know exactly what it is that you want. And you also know the reason why you're buying that gift, especially when you have been through something that's been very challenging. Do you understand what I mean? And there's my gift part one, because I do have another gift that's all wrapped up nice and pretty. And this little tag bit there, I write on this. And you know what I write? I write to Jemima from Jemima. Well done. Yes, I do. I do. Please do not think that it's sad, it's embarrassing. Don't feel shy to buy yourself a Christmas present, a birthday present, or just treat yourself here and there. Please do not go crazy, but treat yourself. Show yourself a bit of love. Spoil yourself a little bit. Don't wait for anyone, because if you're waiting for that woman, for that man, for that family member to buy you a certain something and it never comes about, are you going to continue waiting? But please, if you like waiting for somebody to buy you something, continue to wait. The second present that I bought for myself, I'm just removing the sticky security tag, are these chocolates. Now, I pronounce these chocolates Gullivers, and clearly I know that these chocolates are not called Gullivers. They're called Guy Lion. I don't know what they're called, but I prefer to call it Gullivers. I just feel that the name Gullivers just flows off the tongue a lot more nicely than Guy Leon. I don't even know how you pronounce it, but I say Gullivers. These are my favorite chocolates. If you ever wanted to buy me a box of chocolates, this is it. And I buy these chocolates twice a year, my birthday and Christmas, and that's it. And it's basically creamy hazelnut praline filling, and it's blended, so it's not got bits in it, if that makes sense. So yes, I believe that self-gifting is very, very important. I remember, who was it that told me? Oh, I can't remember who told me, but somebody made a very, very valid point. And they said, when you buy yourself things within reason, it shows people how to treat you. And when they said that to me, I was like, what on earth are you talking about? But really? And when you think about it, it's true. Because yes, the way that you act, your morals, your values, that's also a way of showing people how to treat you. And just the way, just your decorum, just how you hold yourself. But when you show up and you say to people, do you know what? I'm going to go to the cinema by myself. I'm going to sit in a restaurant by myself. I'm going to go to Harrods. Okay, maybe not Harrods, but I'm going to go on, let's say, the Look Fantastic website and order myself a nice bottle of fragrance. And I'm going to do certain things by myself, for myself. People notice that and they look at you and they think, wow, she's actually doing that, or he's actually doing that. That person has the confidence and the love for themselves to do things like that. And it might sound incredibly stupid, But I've said this on the channel before. 9 times out of 10, I go to the cinema by myself. And whenever I tell people, oh, I went to the cinema to go and watch this, and they find out that I went by myself, they're like, oh my God, you went to the cinema by yourself. Why? What happened? Were you expecting to go on a date and they didn't show up? Like, they ask the most dumbest questions. And I think to myself, you do realize that it's not a death sentence to go to the cinema by yourself. It's okay. I do come out of the cinema alive, thriving, living, breathing, and I go home. I'm absolutely fine. You can do it too. And the same applies for gifting a present. See, do you know what? Maybe I should use sellotape for this. Or should I do a little scrunchie to make it look more presentable? Okay, let's try and scrunch it. Let's try and scrunch it. You know what? I should have just left it as it was. Okay, let's rewind. Let's rewind. That's gonna have to do, you know. That's just gonna have to do. And I've just realized I didn't buy myself a gift bag for this present, and it's clearly not gonna fit into that one. It's way too small. But you know what? Tomorrow is another day. I will go to Smith's and I'll buy myself another gift bag. And yes, in case you were wondering, I am going to write on this. And again, I'm going to write to Jemima, from Jemima, well done, Merry Christmas. And what? Tell me why I shouldn't do it. So if you want to switch up your Christmas this year, buy yourself a gift. It's absolutely fine to do that. And you know what? If you are stuck for money, because I know Christmas can be incredibly expensive, and please, I do not want this video to be a video to force you to go out there and just buy yourself a gift. But if you have the financial means to do so, please do not feel shy or embarrassed to buy yourself a gift. And if you have a friend or a partner or any family member that's looking at you really, really weird, and they're like, they see you Christmas Day and they see you opening up a present that you have self-gifted, you know what you do? I'll show you what you do. This is what you do, yeah? Let me just clip this back on. As they're sitting there and they're cussing you out, this is what you do. You don't need to say anything. You take your present, you place it in front of you. The way that I'm looking at you, you look at them in the eyeballs. You take out your present, you take it out, and you open it. And as you're opening it, you're smiling. And when you have your present, you say, yes, this is the present I bought for myself. Where's the present you bought for yourself? Oh, you don't have it? Oh, that's too bad. I got mine. You get yours. Because in that moment, they're realizing that A, you really don't care, and B, you're very content with your Christmas present. In case you were wondering, yes, I am going to open up these presents as if I don't know what's inside them on Christmas Day. Absolutely. And I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, Jemima, you got this for me. Yes, I did. Yeah, that's how I roll. Sometimes I can be mad, you know. But anyway, guys, that is today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will most definitely see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 9. Bye-bye. And don't forget to buy yourself a gift this Christmas. If you're able to. I'm not forcing you. I'm just saying. But try to. Okay. Bye.